Hey, good morning, y'all. It's Juice Time Joseph. Today I'm doing something different. I ain't I ain't doing no review. I'm not talking about no jewelry. I'm not talking about anything I bought. Just kind of like just a vlog. I guess you could say like venting a little bit, but not really a vent. I don't know. I just feel like overall, as people, we gotta do better. I feel like we gotta do better at guiding our people, guiding our friends, you know, influencing, putting influence towards the right things. Uh, Overall, I just feel like maybe I think I care too much about things that have no effect on me. Like, I don't know, just overall, I try to, everybody around me, I try to make them better. I try to motivate my friends to do better, you know. And I feel like it's like people will ask you for help, but it seems like the only kind of help people want these days is financial help. You know.
Automatically calling in 5 seconds.
Uh, yeah, it seems like people only want financial help. Like you can give somebody the game, you can show them the way, but they don't want that. You can show them how to, and metaphorically, you can show them how to fish. And you know what they say: you teach a man to fish, you feed him for life, or you can, fucking give them some fish and you feed them for a day. And and I don't think people value that enough to, you know, to appreciate it. I don't think people value someone teaching them how to fish, saying this what you should do, this what you need to do, this the way you should go, because I don't know, they just want some money, give me some money, help me out in that way. And I think that's funny because I was on Facebook and I forgot what the post was about. But one of the guys' responses, it was about rent or something, and they was like, the girl asked if you courting a woman or something for like 3 months or something, and she fall back on her rent. Would you give her the money or something? And one of the guys' responses was, no. I would show her how to start Ubering. I would, help her download the app, show her how to do it, and put her in a position to make that rent money. And I thought that was the best answer in that spread, even like other than my answer, because I didn't say I would or I wouldn't. I said I did it before, but it wasn't a girl I was courting. It was actually my girlfriend. And yeah, and when I seen his answer, I was like, you know what? That's the best way to go about it. But how would she feel about that? How would that woman feel about that? How would that man or anybody who's asking you feel about that? And a lot of times they gonna feel like you disrespecting them. Like I ain't, like they too big for that. That Uber, no, nah, I ain't Ubering. Too good to Uber. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the problem in today's society amongst the people I'm surrounded with. Nobody don't want to really work. Nobody don't want to put in the work. They just won't. I'm 27, and I've achieved a lot in my adult lifehood. I mean, in my adulthood, I've achieved a lot. And I had to work for everything. Nobody gave me nothing. Nobody gave me no answers, no secrets, no nothing. Anything I ever wanted, I had to keep wanting it. I had to drive. I had to keep my ambition alive. I had to go get it. And that's where everything, literally everything I have, I wanted it at some point, and I eventually got it. And it's gonna continue to be that way. Like, rather it been a car, rather it been some jewelry, rather been some shoes, anything, a video game, anything. Rather, regardless of the price, if I wanted it, I got it later on along the line. I remember when I was a private in the Army, a young soldier, probably 19, 20 at the time, and that's when the Challengers came out, and I wanted one. I was like, dang, I wanted one, but I knew, I was like, I can't walk on the lot and get a Challenger. You know, I don't make enough money, or my credit ain't good enough. There's no way they're gonna approve me for that. Here I am. That had to be maybe like 2011, 2012. Here I am, 2017. It ain't 2017 now, but in the year 2017, I bought me a Challenger, 2018. And I feel like everything's achievable, but you gotta be patient. You gotta wait your time. You gotta work up to it. Don't try to rush to get into anything. And you can do and have anything you want. You just gotta pace yourself and keep your eye on the prize. And I don't feel like people in my generation understand that. And for that reason, a lot of people are depressed. A lot of people are like, their mental is altered because of the things they see around them. They feel like they fell in that life. And it's honestly, it's none of that. They just don't have the right mindset to, I guess, say, be successful in this life, because they want everything so fast. They don't want to work for nothing. And I hate to see that, because being the person I am and getting everything I want, rather it be, immediately or later, I know I know my friends and the people around me could do the same thing, because, I ain't no genius. I ain't no. I do consider myself to be unique amongst a lot of people, because I don't do what a lot of my peers do. I don't find fun in a lot of the things my peers find fun in. And, I'm just not entertained by it. And but yeah, man, and accountability, I think that's a problem too today. Like, too often, everybody, got an excuse for why they did something or why something turned out a certain way, rather than saying, I messed up. I shouldn't have did that. You live and you learn. You learn from your mistakes. And I feel like people don't want to learn from their mistakes. They just want to find an excuse. They want to point the finger, and they don't want to be accountable. And that's another big issue that I notice a lot. People do not like being accountable. They will try their best to figure out, dependent on someone else, dependent on the situation, dependent on the circumstance, as to why they are the way they are. The video got cut out because somebody called me. I'm using my phone to record. But yeah, they pin it on a circumstance or something instead of holding themselves accountable. And I learned that early in my adulthood, how to be accountable. And I remember it was like within my first year in the Army, and me and my ex-wife, my wife at the time, we got into a fight or something. And the Army is very resourceful. They try to help you in every way they can. So if stuff like that happens, they try to get you in counseling, let you talk to people, try to figure out what's going on, try to intervene. And I learned early, like, I guess the counselor therapist, or whatever you want to call, whatever her title was at the time, she asked me, why you did this, why you did that. And my answer, I never forget it. My answer was, she was like, why you so angry? Like, why you so mad? Like, and I was like, because she made me mad. I was talking about my wife at the time. She made me mad. And that lady was like, that therapist was like, nobody can make you mad. Anything you do, any way you feel, you control that. And that stuck with me. That was years ago, and that stuck with me. And I tell everybody that, everybody always try to, they made me, they like, nah, nobody can't make you act a certain way. I mean, you can be provoked, but at the end of the day, you have the power, and you gotta have the self-control to say, I ain't doing that. And it's because there's consequences behind everything, whether it turn out to be a good one, or a bad one. It's consequence between everything. And I feel like people don't think about that. And for that reason, they end up doing things that affect them for the rest of their lives. They get records, put them in positions where they can't get jobs, stuff like that. I learned accountability that day when she told me that. And since that day, I've been a different person. And I always held myself accountable. I never blamed nobody, And, I could say some things are unfair. Like, I don't like it. I don't like that this is the outcome of my actions. I don't like that it had to come to this. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to blame nobody. I'm like, at the end of the day, I did wrong. And I'm ready to accept what comes with that. I'm ready to, face the consequences of my actions. And I feel like that makes life so much easier when you can do that because, it's you grow as a person when you can do that. But when you always find somebody or something to blame, you will never grow because you're never at fault. To you, in your eyes, you're never at fault, and that's a bad trait. And I noticed that in a lot of people. And we all have choices at the end of the day. That's with a lot of things, and I come off as insensitive in a lot of situations because I'm not understanding, because I know that, because I know we all have choices, and I know that I have the ability to think out my decisions before I make them. I know other people can do that too. So if something happened and it don't work out for someone in a way, and I don't feel bad for them, I come off as insensitive. But I'm not. I just understand that there's consequences to there's consequences for your actions. And people are like, oh, you this, you're that, and I'm like, no. I just understand that you have a choice. Everybody has a choice, and it's up to you to think out those decisions before you make them. And I ain't talking about nothing specific, but that's with everything. Everybody has a choice. At the end of the day, when it turned out to be what you ain't expect it to be, you gotta accept it. You gotta be like, damn, this is not what I expected to be the outcome. But it is what it is, and I'm gonna move on from it. I'm not gonna point the finger. I'm not gonna blame nobody. I'm gonna take the L on this one. And too many people don't know how to do that. Everybody got an excuse. Life this, life that. No, man. Everybody can succeed. Everybody can put themselves in better situations. But they gotta first start off by holding themselves accountable. I don't know, man. I don't know. I try not to care so much, but it's hard because I was once those people. I mean, and that was long ago, but I was once them, But I grew out of that fast. I grew out of that as a young adult. And now that I'm 27 and I see people still my age, or even some even older than me, and they're still living like that, it kind of bothers me. And I try to teach people not to do that, or why they shouldn't do that. And even today, man, I got people around me who just, who make bad decisions, and they'll tell me about it. They'll tell me like, hey, man, I'm doing this, and I tell them, don't do that, man. I don't think it's worth it. You shouldn't do that. I'm in the Army. I got a friend who hair I cut, and he was like, "You taking this is like recent. It's like at like last week. It's currently December. It's the end of December, and we on block leave right now. And I didn't take leave, and the reason I didn't take leave because I'm saving all my leave for the back end, so I can get out of the Army early." And he asked me, was I taking leave? I was cutting his hair. He was like, are you taking leave? I was like, no. He was like, why, man? I need you to take at least 5 days. And I'm like, why? I'm on half days anyway. I'm only working 3 hours a day during this leave block period, this block leave period. And he was like, man, I'm trying to get you high. I'm like, bro, what you mean? Like, get me high? Man, I'm trying to put you on some weed. Now we in the military. We can't smoke weed. You know, we get random urinalysis. We get piss tests. I'm like, bro, leave it alone, bro. It ain't worth it. And I'm getting out the army, and I can say that. And I understand that if I smoke weed right now, and I have to get a random piss test, I got a few more months in the army until I get out and I can, you know, reap the benefits that I've earned from doing these years in the army. I I got a few more months. If I smoke weed right now, and they give me a urinalysis, I lose all that crap I work for. I lose my GI Bill. I lose all those benefits that I can use when I get out the army. All because I went to smoke weed, and I told them, and I was telling them that, like, bro, it ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it. Like, don't do it. Then I talked to him a few days later. Oh man, I'm high as fuck. Damn. And he ain't listen to me, man. And I broke it down to best way I can to say, don't do it, man. Don't do it. And I mean, I can get it out my system, I can, and that's weak. That's like, I feel like that's a big part of why people are the way they are in my generation and society, because they're weak. They don't have willpower. They don't know how to make better decisions for the better good. But I hit him up. Yeah, man, I'm high as fuck. I'm about to blaze up again. Like, damn, I done told this nigga not to do this. And this is when the army loves to do it. They send everybody home on block leave. Everybody take their 2-3 weeks off, and they know, the army know, they know better. Oh, we about to send all these people home. They're going back to their home states. They finna go hang out with their friends who ain't doing nothing with their life. Somebody getting caught. Somebody's about to get caught. We about to do a urinalysis. We're gonna do 100%. Which means everybody. It ain't random this time. Everybody getting it, and somebody gonna come back positive for some type of drug. Never fails. And I put that bug in his ear, and it ain't work. And that's what I mean by I'm trying to help my people, and they just don't listen. And if it so happens, and he get caught, and they put him out the army, guess what? There's gonna be so many excuses. It ain't gonna be no accountability, and I think that's a big problem. That's a really big problem. Instead of fessing up like, damn, Tremens told me not to do that shit. I done fucked up. I gotta take this L, and I gotta live with it, and I gotta figure out how to bounce back. I gotta figure out how to be resilient in this situation, because I done lost everything I done worked for. I done went overseas, fought for this country, and I pretty much gave up everything just to smoke a joint. Stuff like that. And that's what I mean. And that's simple. Me telling him that, giving him that game, that's free. That don't cost nothing. That's me, looking, trying to that's just me trying to promote the greater good of my friend. That's me trying to lead him in the right direction. But, if they don't listen, they don't listen. But I just hope that if things go south, that he can fess up and take responsibility for his actions, and not be so, upset that he end up getting caught. Stuff like that. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today, because I feel like I see it every day. I see it every day. Everybody got an excuse. Everybody got an excuse. Nobody wants to be accountable. And for that reason, people depressed, man. People having a hard time, like, dealing with life. And it's only because they haven't learned that. Once you learn that, everything gets so much easier. And I'm not saying my life is, like, flawless. I'm not perfect. But I can fuck up and fix it so much faster than these people can. I can make a mistake and be like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. Now I gotta recoup. I gotta stop this. I gotta stop that. I gotta chill out for a little while, get myself back in the position I need to be in. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of times people, put themselves in a bad situation, and now they depressed. They don't even know how to get up out of it. They just, they in a funk. And you know, and depression is that's huge right now. Depression is like free food, man. They giving it out. Depression is everywhere. Everybody depressed. Everybody going through something. And what it boils, and people hate to say it. People hate to hear it. Like, oh no, depression ain't what's the name. But to me, it's all mental. It's all about mental strength. If you're mentally tough, too much can't like it takes so much to bother you. It takes so much to break you once you build yourself up mentally. And that's where I am in life. Like, you could take everything away from me, but one thing you can't take from me is my skills. You can't take my knowledge away from me. And as long as I got that, I can bounce back. I can work. I can put myself in better position. It might take some time, but I could do it. So long as I'm healthy, alive and breathing, I can put myself back in a good position. And I feel like that needs to be the norm, you know? I feel like more people need to have that mindset. Just, you know. People look at, I have people look at me like, dang, you know, the Army treating you good. You know, you do this, you do that, you buy this. That ain't what it is. That ain't what, and then, cause it's a trade-off on everything. You're not finna get this beautiful life and not put in not lose nothing, not sacrifice nothing, not work. It's that's a fairy tale. If you wanna, you know, live a certain life, you gotta put in work. You gotta sacrifice something. You know how many birthdays I done missed for my kids? The Army cool and all, but after a while it get old. It get old. I'm on year 9, and like I said, I got a few more months, and when I get out, I'm gonna have 10 years total that I've done in the Army. And they try to convince me all the time, no, stay in, man. You got do another 10, you'll be done. And it ain't worth it, honestly. Another 10 ain't worth it, because that means I gotta miss. By the time I get, you know, I got 3 kids right now. 2, 4, and 8 are the ages. If I do another 10 years, I probably won't see another birthday for the next 10 years. My youngest child is 2, and she turning 3 in February. She'll be 12, 13 by the time I'm done. And I'm gonna miss all that. Christmas in 7 days. I'm not even home. I'm not even with them. I wasn't with them last Christmas. I wasn't with them the Christmas before that. I wasn't with them for their birthdays. Plenty of them. I was only there for one of my kids' birth. And you miss a lot. So people, you know, they see things, but they don't know. They don't see the big picture. They see just a small portion of it. They see the material things. They see what you got, you know. They don't see the hard part. They don't see, you know, you out in the field sleeping in the woods. They don't see you with a 80-pound bag on your back walking for miles. They don't see that. They just see like, oh crap, like he got all this. I want it too, so I'm finna put myself in a position. Yeah, and then they get there and they be like, okay, nobody didn't tell me about this. All I seen was the good part, and I preach that to people. They be like, you know, everybody I know that's joined the Army, I always want them like, hey man. And you know, people ask me a lot like, should I join the Army? And I never give a yes or no answer, because everybody's experience is different. My first 3 years in the Army was beautiful, and everything after that just got rough, man. It ain't the same. I'm in a different unit. They do things differently. You know, I'm running my body down into the ground a lot more here, you know, on my head just so much. But yeah, there's no easy way in life. There's no shortcuts. You know, some people get lucky, but in everything there's some type of sacrifice. You know, so when people understand that, then you know, life would be a lot more accepted. I mean, the hard parts of life will be a lot more accepted and understand it. Sacrifices, but at the end of the day, we all have a choice. So when I miss my kids' birthdays and holidays, to spend time with them, I don't blame nobody, because I made the choice to come into the Army. So I can't be like, oh, the Army, you know, doing this, the Army doing that. They always making me miss my kids stuff, and because I made the decision to join the Army, I made the decision to re-enlist, and I knew what I was getting into. And even if I didn't know what I was getting into, at the end of the day, I made the decision, and now I have to, face the consequences that came with my decisions. So yeah, I'll be getting out soon. That way I can go, be a better father, be a present father. Be around for holidays, be around for birthdays. Even my own birthdays, I'm not even, I can't do nothing. I'm turning 28 next month in January. I'll be at JRTC doing a month and a half long training. Can't enjoy myself. Last year I got divorced on my birthday. The year before that, I was in Afghanistan. The year before that, I was in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, in school, learning a new job. That was 2017, 2000. The year before that, I was in Qatar. And these are all my birthdays. And it happens so often that I could remember it every single time. I could tell you what I did from every birthday from the time I joined the Army all the way up until now, because I knew exactly what I was doing. I think it's maybe like two, 3 of my birthdays that I was actually not, bound to something or sent away, but it wasn't many. And I can count on one hand how many of my kids' birthday parties I've been to. One hand, I got 3 kids, and I can count on one hand how many of their birthday parties I've been around for. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just wanted to talk today. I just wanted to put that out into the atmosphere, and I hope that touch some people. I hope that I can motivate people to be better. I hope that I can help people understand that 99% of their life is in their hands. It's in your own hands. Because we make our own decisions. That 0.1%, well, that 1% is the things you can't. That's everything around you. Those are the things you can't control. But 99% of the time, you have control, and it all depends on how you handle that. How are you planning? How are you living? And nobody ain't perfect. Because I sure as hell ain't, But, yeah, man, I think people just have to be more accepting to what comes with the decisions they make. We complain all day, but complaining don't change nothing. It don't change nothing at all, man. And I can tell you that from experience. If you're in the Army and you're doing something stupid, like, dang, I'm tired of doing this. You complain all day, but I bet you're going to do it. It's going to happen. You gonna continue to do it. Complaining don't help nothing. It just draw out the misery. You just drowning in it at that point. So you got to figure out how to have a better attitude about bad situations and make the most of it. Cause there's good in everything. Everything that's good in everything. If something bad in your life happen, there's some good in it. You just gotta find it. You either learn something. It's something good in it. Something. There's nothing that's completely just bad. Everything about it is bad. Everything is good. You gonna learn something from everything bad in your life. And if you don't, then you pretty much failing yourself at that point. But you gotta look at your failures and figure out the good in it. When you're going through the bad, you gotta find the good. Hunt the good stuff, man. Because otherwise, you're gonna have a hard life. You're gonna be depressed. Life gonna eat you. And that's pretty much all I want to say today, man. Because there's no secrets to life. There's no hidden, gems that we know about. Just work, man. You gotta stay hungry. You gotta be accountable. And you gotta be understanding and accepting when certain things in your life happen. And most importantly, of all the things I said, I think mental toughness, accountability, And what's the other thing I touched on? Was accountability, mental toughness, and I forgot. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. And that'll just make everything better for you. Just work on those things. You know, be resilient. Be resilient. You gotta be resilient, because life will eat you alive if you're not. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. And even with me coming on here and saying all that, I tell you, my life ain't, cookies and cream in every aspect. For the most part, I do have a pretty good life. You know, I have the luxuries I want. I have everything I need. And from this point, I can only, get better. I can only do better. But yeah, man, that's it. I just wanted to vent a little bit, talk to people, do something different, because I can get on here every time. As y'all know, I do my reviews on the things I buy, mostly jewelry, and I think it's important that I step outside that box. It's important that people in good places show that life is normal for everybody. I mean, some people are on different levels of life, but we all face the same struggles in some way or another. Because at the end of the day, we all still human. I think it's more fucking depressed rich people. Well, I ain't gonna say it's more, but money don't fix or nothing. Money don't. I mean, it make life easier, but money don't fill voids and all that stuff. That's all the individual thing. That's all comes from your mental. It's all about how you look at life. Cause I don't care how much money I touch, what I bought. Everything you buy that you think is the shit. After a while of having it, it's just like everything else. It's just an object. After a while, nice car, nice house, clothes, anything. It'd be cool as soon as you get it, and it make you happy, make you happy temporarily. But at the end of the day, it's just the item. The real fruits of life is like and the ways to gain true happiness is through freedom, family, things that money can't buy. It ain't material things. And when you can understand that and achieve that, then you will understand. But I feel like the only reason I can say that is because I put my hands on a lot of the things that I thought were, significant. I done had I have the nice car. I have the nice, place to stay in. I have the nice clothes. I have the jewelry, but it ain't nothing, man. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just an object. But what the things that really make you happy are, it's like love, family, people around you. Because when the money all gone, that's all you got. And if you ain't got that, oh man, life gonna be hard. So I think it's important that people do get their experience having nice things, get their experience of, having certain amounts of money. And having a lot of money don't fix all your stresses, and because when you gain a lot of money, you just gained a new stress, and that's to never be broke again. That's one stress I know you do gain when you get some money. Once you get your nice stuff, and your new stressor is now to maintain whatever it is you got, to keep it, because you don't want to go back to what you was. You don't want to be that guy back on the bus. You don't want to be, just all the things that people in the low class or impoverished lifestyle have to face. You don't want to go back to that, because you done got a taste of the good life, and the good life have became your norm. So you definitely don't want to go back to that. So, it's stress and everything. There's no stress-free life. There's no such thing, and it's impossible to even try to even create that. So find true happiness. Work hard, get what you want, and make the best of your time while you on this earth, while you on this planet. Cause you only got once. They say you got one life to live. Don't limit it. Don't let people put boundaries on what you do. Be open-minded. No. Try to be successful as possible. Try to get as much out of life as you can. And that's kind of hard for some people. You got peer pressure. You got the worries of what people might think of you and stuff like that. And I grew out of all that. I don't care. You could miss out on that good lifestyle you're looking for all because the way somebody else living their life and you don't agree with it. You can miss out. That's like me. I got my whole business thing, and that's like me running into a gay fashion designer, and I decided, no, I don't want nothing to do with that dude because he gay. But the whole time he got all the answers, all the keys, everything I need to know to make my business that much better and take me on to the next level. But me being a closed-minded person and avoiding him could be the reason I never make it to the next level, because in my mind, oh, he gay, I don't want, stuff like that. So you got to be open-minded too. Life is weird, man, but you got to figure this stuff out and do what's best, figure out what's best, not worry so much about what people think of you, try to live freely, because no matter who you are, how great you're doing, people are going to talk about you. Whether you know it or not, somebody's talking about you. No matter how good you think you is, somebody say you're ugly. And you got to learn to accept that. Get your feelings, get your feelings out of it. Get your feelings out the mix. And understand that everybody has the right to an opinion. That's pretty much what it boils down to. And I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. But that's all I wanted to talk about today, because I try to write on my Facebook, and I feel like it goes. I mean, this video might go unnoticed. Too many people may not watch it or whatever. But I feel like it was a lot more valuable coming out this way rather than me writing certain statuses on Facebook, because all people are gonna do is scroll out. Oh, I don't want to hear about that. Positivity, I don't want to hear about that. What a ratchet stuff at? What's going on in celebrity lives? Who did this? Who did that? What's love and hip hop? I want to see some drama. So people look at it, they do it. People don't, they don't. But it is what it is. I got to say it, and anytime I do get to say it, anytime I do get to talk to people, the people younger than me in the Army, I give these kind of speeches all the time to the people around me in the Army, the people I mentor. I tell them all the time, like, hey, man, even as far as relationship stuff, and I ain't no relationship guru, but I can give advice based on experience, based on, I got a little wisdom based on my own experiences. I have younger friends, female friends, younger male friends, and they, they trying to do long distance relationship, and it's so hard. And I don't think it's hard because, but that's based on my experience, because, I'm older now. But I understand, and I tell them that's gonna be hard for you. You 19, you 20 years old, and you're trying to be in a committed relationship with somebody thousands of miles away from you. That's hard. Y'all just became adults. Hormones raging, testosterone. I ain't gonna say it ain't gonna work, because for some people it do, but the percentile of that working is very low, and I try to let people know that, like, don't put too much into it. You still young. You got a lot to learn. You got a lot more disappointments to go through. As far as females, you got a lot more fuck boys to mess with until you appreciate that guy who's not one. Stuff like that. So, but that's it. I'm gonna cut it loose right here. I'm about to hop on this game, play some Call of Duty, and peace out. That's pretty much it. Y'all have a nice day.